Hi, and welcome to another video on how to use RCPS to run your pennants. So, in our earlier videos, we talked about how to set up a season, your teams, your players, running your pennant or fixtures, and uploading to Rating Central. But now we're at the end of the season and about to start a new season, and I need to set it all up again. Now, you've said you could say, "Oh, Cameron, I know how to do all of that because I've got all your videos on how to set it up." And I'll be saying, "Yeah, that's great. But what about, if I told you about this little cheat function and how to use it properly so that all you have to do is just press a button and most of your settings are still there?" So that means we can get rid of, setting up the grades, the teams, and the players. And, because that, it's all the same players and the same teams, and, you just need to make some minor adjustments. So let me show you a little trick. So we're in the seasons page here, and if I just click on the help, which shows us the documentation, I can see that there's three different types of rollovers. I can do a season rollover, a player rollover, or a teams list rollover. So in the rollover, what we can do is that if I do a season rollover, then I get the grades list, the teams list, and the players list sent over from one season to another. If I do a player rollover, then it's just a player list. And if I do a teams list, then it's just a teams list. So these are some really helpful ways to be able to, quickly set up your pennant if you already have a base season. For this, pennant here, Croydon, they're setting up a new winter junior pennant. So I'm going to create this new junior pennant, but I'm also going to add a couple more just so you can see the different types of rollovers. Now, what I need to do is that I need to select the season that I want to be that I want to utilize. So I want to set up this new winter season, and as I can see here, I've got no data at all, right? So I need to make sure I've got this selected. And then I want to copy over from the autumn pennant, right? So it's from this drop-down menu, click on the autumn pennant. And I want to roll over from this season to this season. Okay, so I'm rolling over from the drop-down menu to the selected season. And this one, I want to roll over do a season setting. So I can see the rollover is complete. Now I've got this one here, right? And as you can see, it's changed the drop down. So I need to make sure that I will click on this one and I will do a player rollover. And then for this one here, I'll do a team rollover. And now we can see the three different types. So in this one here, if I click on grades, I've got all the grades that I had last time. I've got all the teams that I've got. And then I've also got the teams in those grades as well, right? I've also got the players that I had from last time. And even so, I've still got the players that were actually in those teams, right? So this is a complete, version of being able to do a rollover, right? All the matches are done, the fixtures is practically done. I would have to, I'll just have to reconfigure this to suit the new season. But you can already see that all the templates have been fixed. Everything is being roll over in terms of ladders. It's effectively the same season, except you're just ready to play it all over again. That's a season rollover. But most of the time, what you're going to experience is, well, actually, I don't really want to roll over the season because I don't know how many grades I'll have, but I know I've got the same players. So in this one here, where we did a player rollover, we don't have the grades, we don't have teams, but we got all the players, right? And then so you'll just create everything from scratch. In this one here, we did a team rollover. So I don't have grades, but I've got the teams, right? I've got the teams that I want. I don't have any players, and I definitely don't have any teams. Okay. So yeah, cop, but prominently, what you probably would want to do is that you might want to do a team and player list. So what you do here, we've done the team one, so I might do a player rollover as well. So I don't have the grades. I've got the teams, but I've also got the players. And then when I create a grade, so let's say I've add in what's it should be B1, right? Add that grade. Then I can add whatever teams I want to that grade. I'll just put these teams in. Players are here, but I've also got but because with the teams, then I've still got the players in those teams, right? So that's a couple of neat little funky tricks. But generally speaking, those are the three different types of rollovers. Effectively by doing this, doing a season roller does a complete copy of, what your previous season was, except the data. Otherwise, you can do minor copies by doing a combination of the other two. Um, Now, be mindful is that, you can always delete seasons, but then again, be careful of doing that. You'll reselect the current one, but I'm just going to do some cleanup here. But effectively, this season, this pennant here is ready to go for Croydon to, make the necessary changes. But they note that all of the settings have more or less been copied across, so they just have to um, make the changes where necessary. All right, so even the tables have come across, the table sheets necessarily, but yeah, it's all good to go. Okay, so that's how to roll over a season. We might hopefully you enjoy these videos, and I'll do some other videos on on how to use the FTP and other score sheet arrangements. All right, talk to you then.